Have you ever pondered the ramifications if the entire continent of Antarctica were to melt? Let's dive into this chilling scenario. Antarctica, a seemingly remote and frozen wilderness, is a vital cog in our global climate system. It's home to about 90% of the world's ice. That's around 70% of the planet's fresh water locked in a frozen state. But what if all that ice were to melt? The primary cause of this potential catastrophe is global warming, a consequence of greenhouse gases building up in our atmosphere. These gases trap the sun's heat, causing the Earth's temperature to rise. This phenomenon, known as the greenhouse effect, is largely a product of human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation. As temperatures increase, ice in Antarctica begins to melt. This process is not just a future concern, it's happening right now. Over the past 50 years, the average temperature in West Antarctica has risen nearly 3 times faster than the global average. Now, imagine the effect of all that ice melting into the ocean. Firstly, we would see a significant rise in sea levels. If the entire Antarctic ice sheet were to melt, it could cause sea levels to rise by around 200 feet. This would submerge coastal cities and create millions of climate refugees. Secondly, there would be a dramatic shift in ocean currents. Currently, cold, dense water from Antarctica helps drive the global conveyor belt, a system of ocean currents that circulates heat around the planet. Disrupting this system could drastically alter weather patterns, leading to more extreme weather events. Lastly, the melting of Antarctica's ice would lead to a loss of habitat for many species. Penguins, seals, and various species of birds and marine life call Antarctica home. Without the ice, these animals would lose their home and struggle to survive. So, what can we do to prevent this chilling scenario? Firstly, we can reduce our carbon footprint. This means cutting back on activities that release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, such as driving cars or using electricity generated by coal or gas. Secondly, we can support renewable energy. By switching to energy sources like solar or wind, we can reduce the amount of greenhouse gases we release into the atmosphere. Lastly, we can support policies and initiatives aimed at combating climate change. This can be as simple as voting for leaders who prioritise the environment or supporting organisations that work towards climate action. Remember, every action counts. It's not just about saving Antarctica. It's about preserving our planet for future generations. So, let's make every day Earth Day, because our actions today will shape the world of tomorrow.